All right, Scorpio. I say everything that happens in the reading happens for a reason. I went to light the candle the first time. It would not light. I went to light it a second time. It would light. I accidentally grabbed the wrong cards and they flew out. Well, I didn't want to take them, or I took them, but they weren't what I was going to go for. And then I was just like, yeah, I wasn't supposed to do this. So this is my second take doing the reading. Okay, so this is going to be Sun card under the deck. All right, this is going to be, I'm going Scorpio, Sun, and Venus only, okay? If your Scorpio is in Sun or Venus, because earlier I was pulling energy from all kinds of Scorpios and Tauruses and all over the place. I don't want to do that anymore. All right. So I really love poetry. I went ahead and made cards out of the books that I had. So, all right. So your poem is, I loved him. I loved how his eyes danced merrily, and the gentle way he spoke, the way he filled my aimless days with bitterness and hope. I loved him as I fell to sleep, and each morning as I woke. I loved him with all my wayward heart until the day it broke. Okay, so this could be someone who you're with in the past, which could be the reason for the second chance coming in. Okay, someone is not paying attention to the details, and they are also not taking the lead. Okay. Okay, so this could be someone has been getting synchronicities. It could be getting downloads, and they're not listening. You could be seeing this person's name everywhere. Okay, so your advice is don't hesitate, but it's here. So you're kind of on the fence about hesitating or not. It could be like, should I send them a message? Should I not send them a message? Should I say something? Should I not say something? But currently, we're not paying attention to the details because you don't want to take the lead. You're hoping that this person comes forward. But Spirit's kind of advising you, are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure you want to let them take the lead? The Devil. Alright, Spirit, give me a clarifier for pay attention to the details in the current energy, please. We already know the Devil broke Scorpio's heart in the past. I'm just kidding, it's not really the Devil. It's Capricorn energy, though. So this is, the Hierophant. Okay, the Hierophant is number 5. Literally, when I turn my phone on, it tells me how long I can record a video for. It's 55 minutes and 50 seconds. That is number 5. The Devil card is number 15. You've got 5s all over the place. 5s are about change, like complete and total change. Give me another one for the Hierophant. And this could have to deal with a marriage. It does not have to. It could just be, a spiritual connection. It could be divinely guided. Oh, Jesus. This is talking about possible marriage or a very strong soul connection that ended. Maybe that's what you're thinking about. Maybe you're thinking about this person that you loved. Supposed to be up, right, or down? Ooh. Okay. You got 10, 10. 10s are about completions. 5 and 5 makes 10. 10, 10, 10. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is not necessarily a great thing, but let me get another clarifier on taking the lead. The Lovers in reverse. You made the wrong... Somebody's going to make the wrong choice. Okay. That could be the reason why Don't Hesitate was kind of sideways. It's kind of like, check out your feelers. This could be Spirit saying, hold on a minute, wait, check your surroundings, see what's going on. Make sure you have all the facts right. Okay. So this says, someone is focused on the losses that they had, right? Okay, so when they're focusing on the 3, what's right behind them? The 2. The 2 of Cups, okay? If they just stop focusing on the past, if they turn around, they could see something. Or this could be something that has always just been there. You haven't paid close attention to it, like a friend or someone who's left you in the past, but you've been so focused on everything that came before you that you're not seeing what's still there. You're focused on all the bad instead of focusing on the good. Our minds have a tendency to focus on the negative and drown out the positive. They say for every negative thing that we hear during a day, we have to hear 13 positive things to drown out that negative thing. Okay. So you've got this situation here, but Spirit's telling you, you've got some hard work that needs to be done, which is with the Hermit, which is talking about possible shadow work. It could be finding yourself. It could be healing. It could mean, you're doing all this work and you're feeling all alone. Because I know myself, I will sometimes, when I get my heart broke, I will just drown myself into work or drown myself into tarot or start a TV show so that my mind doesn't think, because I'm an overthinker. Like, when I get my heart broken, the first thing I do is overanalyze every small, teeny tiny detail that I did wrong, because I instantly always go to, I screwed it up. Probably not them. It's probably something I did. They may not have liked something. Maybe it ended because I was not able to do something for that person, or I could not give them what they wanted in the relationship, so it's all my fault. And so a lot of times when people are like that, overthinkers, they will try to drown out their healing, and it never solves the problem, but we still keep doing it, right? But it kind of takes away the brunt of the pain. It's like, if I can focus all my energy somewhere else, I can pretend like this horrible thing didn't happen, and then when it does, it smacks you in the face. And it like hurts you all over again. And you got to relive that pain all over again. And I highly do not suggest it anymore. I've done it recently and I don't suggest it. And I know some other people, will give the advice, if it hurts, back off, give it some time, a few weeks, and then bring it up. And I no longer feel that way. I don't care if it's Mercury retrograde. I don't care what's going on. If it is someone who is important to you, if it is someone who means something to you, if it has hurt you, or if you need to try to fix something, try to fix it. Just check yourself first. Make sure you're in an energy where you're not going to go in and just start destroying everything. Okay? If you have the ability, not everybody has the ability to just go in and re-talk. I'm really bad about texting myself. Like, really, really bad. Like, I get my text taken wrong all the time because people think that I'm very straightforward, and everyone thinks that I'm being judgmental, or I'm accusing of something, or this or that, and I'm not. I'm just speaking it normally in a soft, calm mode. But they don't hear that through text, and so that always gives me problems. This is saying you've got work to do, whether it's for this Two of Cups, or it's or it's just you trying to find peace in this situation after you lost someone. I know how that is. I mean, like, I have a placement in Scorpio. I mean, it's not one of the signs I'm reading for purposely, but man, it sucks when you lose someone, and it hurts. Okay, so what I'm hearing is, if someone is coming in to offer you something new, be very, very cautious of this person coming in, okay? Because what I'm getting is that they're hiding something. They're either hiding something, or you're deceiving yourself, telling yourself, oh yeah, I'm fine, I'm good to move on, but you're not. All right, let's clarify all this and see. Ace of Swords underneath the bottom. So, and I'm not hearing the normal Ace of Swords, like, and it doesn't show this way in this deck. This one is about the two-edged sword. To be careful what you say, be careful what you do, be very, very careful of your decisions. If you got to step back for a minute and collect yourself, that's one thing, but make sure you know what you want. And I tell this to everybody now. Make a list of what you want. Maybe you want lots of things. Maybe you want everything. I don't know. Make a list of all the descriptive things, details that you want to have go on in your life. Okay. There we go. I actually have been talking about this a lot. Perception. Someone's playing the victim. Could be the reason why you got all these cards here. Someone is playing the victim. They're deceiving themselves, saying, why did this happen to me, instead of why did this happen for me? Okay, and you went from green to blue. Green is, getting the money, being abundant, down to isolation. And I'm telling you, your perception, your mindset will change, will affect the worst, the next part of it. When you go from being happy and then becoming the victim, you literally put yourself into a low vibe. Low vibe then turns into isolating yourself. Isolating yourself is like, I don't want to think, I become a workaholic. What comes up? Well, you're going to perfect something here. One of you is going to perfect something here. There's two people in this picture. One person breathes gold and the other person does not, is what I'm being pointed to. I didn't even realize there was a second girl in this deck. You see this? There's two girls' faces. One, everything she breathes gold. The other person, nothing. She has more fruits than the other girl, so you would think that she would be the one that breathes the abundance and the gold, but she doesn't. It's the other one. See, just the same as this card, the abundance. One is in the mindset of lack and he is losing everything, and one, he's like, this can work in my, I'm okay, I didn't lose anything right here. I just have to take a split second step back and grab this cord so I can get my abundance back. You know, it's just a tiny little setback, nothing big. You know, it's not going to take a long time, and I'll be back on my feet. So I don't know what this victim oh, never mind. Sorry, I do. They broke your heart. You're looking, okay, see this girl? She's not looking forward. She's looking back to the past. And I set this down on top of the Ten of Swords. So she's looking back at this Tower moment and this Ten of Swords and this Hierophant, the person she thought was supposed to be her forever ever person. And I'm in a nutshell, I'm just hearing in a nutshell. Maybe you're in your shell. Maybe you just want to wrap it up, you know. This is your soulmate. This is the second time a card. The third time, yeah. Okay. Confusion. People are whispering things around you. They're saying things to you. You could be dreaming about them. Spirit's saying, listen to your instinct. Okay? Don't listen to everyone around you, because I'm going to tell you one of my favorite quotes. And I don't even know who said it. I think someone just said it to me. And I'd never read it. Someone just said it. And it was, you can listen to the advice of everyone around you, but at the end of the day, you have to follow your own instinct, your own intuition, what your guides are telling you, because at the end of the day, all the people that are giving you the advice, they're not going to have to pay the consequences for the choice that you make. If you break up with someone, if you leave someone, they're not going to have to pay the consequence for it. You are. If you marry someone, like arranged marriage or something, if you get into that type of marriage and then you listen, because you listen to what everybody else says, you then have to be married to that person. And you know, that's a commitment that you made, which, you know, is back here, and the release card is at the bottom. Hopefully no one passes away. I don't like when I get cards like this. Okay. You're at an impasse. You can't figure out which way to go. Okay. I just heard you don't know which way is going to lead to the abundance, which way is going to lead to the brokenness, the brokenhearted, the normal advice would be, don't give a bullet to a man who's already shot you. Okay? Because it would just be like a second chance for them to try to kill you all over again. But I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that at all. That could be the reason why you need to go inside. You're stuck at this impasse. You can't figure out what it is that you want, which way you want to go. So Spirit's telling you, you've got to step back and take the time for yourself and figure out what you want. And I tell this to everybody, make a list. Make a list. Do your list, write it out. And if those people do not fit the important things on your checklist, they're probably not the person for you. Start with, does this person want this type of relationship that I want? Are they willing to offer me marriage if you want marriage? Are they willing to offer you a lifetime of just dating? You know, are they willing to offer you a family? You know, can they have kids? Because, you know, a lot of times, you know, we get with someone and we can have kids or we can't or something like that, you know, and if you can't have kids and then you get with someone who doesn't like kids or doesn't want kids, or you get with someone and they want kids but you can't have them, you know, it doesn't mean that that person is bad. It doesn't, if they leave because, you know, you can't provide something for them, it just means that at the time you were not right for them. You guys weren't meant to be together, you know, and that doesn't mean you're not great friends. It doesn't mean that the love's not there. It doesn't mean any of that stuff. For the longest time, I had a really hard time with that. I'll tell you the truth. I had a really hard time with that because I was like, you know, when I was young, I had kids when I was young. And then when I separated, you know, a lot of the people that I liked, they didn't want to date me because I already had kids with someone else. And then when I got older and was not able to have kids no more because of my tumor, then it turned into I can't give someone their own kid. And it made me feel like I was a failure, like I was not good enough. And I didn't deserve good people to be in my life because I couldn't offer them children. I couldn't give them what they needed to be happy, you know, and for a long time I was really down on myself about that. You know, so this could be, you know, just something, anything. It could even have to do with money. Maybe that's the reason why workaholic is coming in here. You're like, I want to be able to offer this. I wanted to be able to offer this person everything that they wanted, but I didn't have the money, so I wanted to become a workaholic. But then, because I became, oh my God. This just broke me. Seeing that card right there, it just makes me want to stop this reading. This part, these three cards is going to be very specific. The release card was someone who passed away. Two and three make 5. 1 and 4 make 5. 3 and 0 makes the Empress. The Empress had to make a lot of changes because they lost their soulmate. Sees a ghost. This is a girl that's making a wish. this could be someone that came into the energy and split it apart. If you've lost your soulmate, I'm so sorry. Your abundance turned in reverse when you lost your soulmate. But this is saying loved ones in spirit. Okay. This, again, this is not... Maybe this was this girl here in this deck. Whether I'm hearing some people lost them physically in the 3D, and some people lost them just, they lost the connection. They lost the connection. They wanted to stop. They wanted to give up everything. They wanted to isolate themselves, and it turned their abundance upside down. Maybe they just gave up hope. They gave up everything, you know. Again, this is not for everybody. Stopped meditating. Spirit's telling you something's coming up. You need to pay attention to the signs. You need to take off your mask, and you need to be creative and listen to your spirit guides and feathers. And feathers. Is that... Look at this itty bitty feather, guys. Can you guys see it? It's like the tiniest feather in the world. I almost didn't see it. Okay, maybe that's what Spirit's trying to tell you. Maybe there's something in your life that they're trying to get you to see. That's actually my spirit bear. They're trying to get you to see something, but you don't see it because you're not paying attention. They're sending you signs and synchronicities. You got the owl here. So they're trying to get you to pay attention to the wisdom. You know, they're trying to show you from a higher perspective. They want you to stand in your power. Because you're getting threes all over the board. Threes are the Empress. I always say, every time I see 333, multiple threes, it's what's going to bring in the abundance. I know if I work hard after I see the threes, that something's going to come in and something's going to be good. I just heard finish. Funny. Bottom of the deck is 30. Sacred Divinity. There are 2 paths ahead. Alright, Scorpio. Whether you lost someone in spirit or just in the 3D, Spirit's telling you, pay attention to what they're saying to you, because they're trying to help guide you for your highest good right now, okay? See repeating numbers. If you see feathers, pay attention. Feathers means your angels are around you, your spirit guides are around you. And you can actually set the intention to, if Spirit wants to get your attention, to show you a rainbow cat. I totally did a rainbow dog when I asked Spirit something a long time ago to confirm that I wasn't losing my mind and crazy. Okay. Channel your knowledge. Critical judgment. So if you're wanting to know if someone is around you, or if they're thinking about you, or if you're on the right path, you know, set whatever words it is that you want to be for your confirmation. Okay. Automatic writing is a safe and powerful process of channeling spirit directly into writing. Okay, that's the same thing as me telling everybody to make their list. Like any sense or intuitive skill, it can be sharpened and improved with time and practice. More importantly, anyone can learn this skill without the active conscious self. The mind becomes free to instruct and navigate the individual. Automatic writing enables the channel to access higher states of consciousness and awareness. Innovation and creation is a byproduct of the channeling in this way. Leonardo da Vinci, Isaac Newton, Albert Einstein were consistently inspired by the form of thought from pen to paper. If you are just beginning to open yourself to the intuitive and spiritual communication, automatic writing can act as a bridge to strengthen your mind and intuitive channel. Before undertaking such a skill, you are encouraged to keep a clear and sacred space, free of lower thought forms and energies that may cling or seek to enter an open channel door. Seek a suitable teacher. Okay, you see this candle? This candle is filled with sage. Like I sent one to my twin flame. And I think it smells good. I don't know if he did or not or whatever, but it's filled with sage. And sage is one of the things that helps clear your space of like negative toxic energies. You know, it was even used back in biblical days. Or, Palo Santo. You can get these and burn these. But, like in the old days, they used gold, frankincense, and myrrh. I mean, it goes back to Bible times. They used all this stuff to ward off the evil spirits, to keep the evil at bay. Currently, soul guidance is required. You're being asked to connect to the higher wisdom of your soul. Removing ego-based barriers such as expectations, internal ridicule, fear, and control are necessary for clarity and peace of mind. Feelings of being physically, mentally, or energetically blocked or stuck in areas of your life, such as employment and relationship, requires action. But you must be ready to let go of your expectation. Creating a peaceful environment to free your mind is essential now. Allowing your pen or pencil to wander on a sketch pad, forming doodles or symbols, painting or musical creation will assist you in writing issues such as writer's block. With relaxed breath, let your thoughts inspire you to create or record new information as your inner thoughts and spiritual messages are conveyed to you to record in writing word. Working with higher vibrations or elevated energy levels will improve this communication and length of spiritual discussions. Okay, your affirmation for this week, Scorpio: my mind is open. I receive my soul's guidance loud and clear. Okay, pen to paper. Okay. I'll tell you an embarrassing story. After I met my twin flame and we split up, I wrote my twin every single day. And it wasn't always good. It wasn't always bad. It was always what I felt. Because your twin comes to help you awaken. And then what I did was I channeled that energy and I wrote a book. And it's about a girl named Gloom and her wolf. And what transpired in the book was actually what ended up happening in real life. I stopped and I isolated myself from that situation, and I was going to write a second part to it. I mean, I finished the regular book, but there's a way that it could be expanded on. But I stopped myself because I was like, at the time, I was like, what's the point of me writing this? Like, and then I had wrote it and I sent it to my twin and it came back. So, I mean, and that literally, this package took like 8 months to get there. Like, I had got him a birthday present, like, and it came back like a year later. It, like a day after it showed up or something. I can't remember. But I mean, like, it, it told me that it wasn't meant to be. So, I was like, well, what's really the point? He's not going to see it. It's not really going to matter. Eternal Union just popped up. And so that's what that means by when you're going to sit there and write, you can't be in that energy. And that was the situation I had to get myself out of. And I'm going to tell you right now, it took my divinely guided soulmate to come in. My divinely guided soulmate came in, and he was actually the one that helped push me for myself to heal. And I isolated and I did my Virgo hermit mode, when I stepped back and I did my healing, because I thought, okay, if I do my healing, hurt people won't hurt people. So as bad as my twin hurt me, because he triggered everything in the book for me, I mean, across the board, like, I was like, how bad of a person am I? Because, and and I'm not saying that in the victim mode. That's me saying the story of the past. And it took me a really long time to get to the point where I was like, it's not what happened to me, it's what happened for me, because he brought up all these things in me that triggered me so bad, Even without him not talking to me, he triggered me. He would come into my dreams, he would trigger me. The whole twin flame thing, telepathic communication, that triggered me, And then hearing him deny our connection, that really triggered me. Like that, hearing your twin flame deny your connection and who you are, and completely invalidating you as a human being, or that pretty much, it pretty much says, that you weren't important at all. But I needed to have all those things, because in my head, he was the one person that was supposed to come in and was supposed to be my person. We were supposed to be one and the same. But I forgot, if we are one and the same, he would think about me what he thinks about himself, because I'm a mirror to him. So if he's saying I'm invalid, what he's really saying to me is he feels invalid. He feels like he needs validating. He feels like he's not good enough. He feels like he wasn't worthy, and that could stem from, like having bad relationships where they treated him like shit, like he wasn't important, or feeling like the only reason why he was there was to work his ass off and just pay the bills, or, anything. I mean, I don't know. I've not talked to my twin flame in a really, really, really long time, except for in dreams, which he tends to come into my dreams whenever I start to let go. But if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have opened up these wounds. And then my divinely guided soulmate came in and he pushed me to heal. And it's kind of like, when you get poison ivy, and my mom would always, like scratch it and open the wound and then pour bleach on it. I don't suggest that to anybody, because that stuff is painful, but it works, okay? It for some reason heals really fast that way. It completely dries it out. So it's kind of like you have to open the wound to be able to heal it. You have to put the perspective in front of you so you can see what you've got to take on, And so then when you get to the end of it, there is no blame on your partner. There's no blame on your twin. There's no blame on this other person, because it was all you. It was all you. all of these relationships that you've had in the past, they weren't to hurt you. They were to teach you a lesson so that you could become who you were meant to become for the person that you were meant for in the end. Whether you meet here in the 3D or you meet in the astral plane afterlife, if you meet in heaven or whatever you want to believe, that's totally up to you. But they're still here. I can tell you right now, they are still here. And if you watch my videos long enough, if I don't edit them out, sometimes you'll see my spirit guides like to throw things in my room. They like to throw things. They like to turn on lights. They like to turn them off. Ones that are not plugged in. Ones that don't have a plug, they will still turn them on. So, yeah, lots of things. My kid stopped sleeping. He used to come in here and would fall asleep sometimes, but he stopped sleeping in my room or near me because the things that started being weird. But back to the point. But if you are doing the writing, write it without any expectation that it's going to come true. Write it without being like, this is the way it has to go. Make your list of all the important things you want of someone, and then on the list, you can make compromises from there. What are your wants and what are your needs? And as we go throughout life, they're going to change. But when someone comes up, you can't be like, okay, well, this person meets all of my expectation or all of my needs, so I'm expecting to get this person, because it doesn't work that way. Sometimes we want something and that something is not for us, it's for somebody else. Sometimes that person's for no one. Sometimes that person is just here to do their job and go home. We never know. We can't expect, because literally if you're expecting, okay, I did my work, here's this person that showed up and they meet all the requirements on my list, I want that person. Give me that person, Spirit. And Spirit's like, are you telling me what to do? I don't think so. You can't tell me what to do, because if you're telling God, Spirit, the divine, what to do, you are literally playing God yourself. And look at how that worked out for Satan. You ask for the things that you need in a person, and then you have the patience, because patience shows the divine where your trust is in them, But when I say patience, that does not mean sit around and wait on someone to come back, because there's also that possibility you have a divine soulmate or someone that's coming in that's going to help you heal in the process of getting back to your person. And you don't want to delay your healing or delay anything by just not living, being in the present. You draw things to you by being happy or being in the present. I don't know. I feel like I'm just babbling now. Maybe some of you guys don't even know what you're doing. You just feel like you're just doing it just to do it. All right, show me this collective Scorpio. What is coming for this collective Scorpio if they step back and they do their healing? Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I mean, you can't beat that, right? Can't beat that at all. This is after a time of separation. Okay, so time apart from your partner. I had divine timing in reverse, which means don't wait. Don't wait to what? Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay. this seems like, if you have Libra in your chart, this seems like Libra's reading the other day. If you've got a soulmate or a counterpart and you've separated, if you've lost them, if you just feel like, you know, you don't want to go on anymore without them, or if you're just spending all your time thinking about them, go find them. Just make sure you're loving yourself first, because loving yourself first came in reverse there. I mean, I didn't pull it out. I'm just saying I see it. If you've got healing to do, get your healing done. If you've got family issues you got to do, get that done. All right, Scorpio. Yeah, I feel like I'm literally just talking now. And I'm not even sure if it's making any sense. Maybe that's how you guys feel. Maybe you guys feel like you're talking and talking and talking and talking, and nothing is coming into fruition right now. Or talking and talking and talking with this person and nothing good is happening. So you just kind of feel like, okay, I'm going to stop now. I'm going to stop and step back, and we will address this at the next video. All right, we will continue this in the next video. If you like this video, hit a like and subscribe down below. You can always comment on the channel, even if it's random weird words. I don't care. I probably won't ever take anything off unless it's like really disrespectful to another person who's watching the video. So just always be respectful to everybody else who watches, because some people are really going through some hard shit, especially with this pull. I mean, that instantly hurt my soul. And again, if anybody is going through that right now, I am so sorry. And I hope that everything gets so much better and you find the peace or the happiness or this engagement, you know, that is in your reading. But yeah, I'll see you at the next video.